Hi everyone and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 15th of November 2022. Thanks for joining me. I want to use the classic tarot today. Let's see what the cards want you to be aware of here on Tuesday and what energy you'll be working with. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards a few times. I hope you've had a great start to the week. And let's see what Tuesday has to offer. First card is the Star. Okay, that's a really good sign. The Hanged Man in reverse, also a good sign. And finally, wow, we've got Judgment. Okay, so first of all, we've got three major arcana cards, which is pretty significant because we've got 78 cards in the deck and 21 of those are major arcanas. So the fact that we've got three here indicates that this is a big day of personal discovery and enlightenment, seeing what really works in your life and what doesn't, and how you can position yourself to maximize all the good and let your light shine and have this freeing experience and continue to live in this kind of grace state and to let go of some of the hurts and the past experiences or behaviors that don't actually work in your favor. So it's kind of you're streamlining yourself into a position of greater security. And it's interesting because usually the legs create the number 4, but here it looks like he's on a Stairmaster. He's kind of like working his way up a ladder. So it's by seeing things clearly and listening to your highest self, you can maximize your potential and get yourself further up into a better position. And by better, I mean a position that feels more satisfying to you specifically, whatever that may be. More responsibility, less responsibility. More people in your life, fewer people in your life. Whatever it is that you're interested in doing. So the minor arcanas are temporary influences and the major arcanas are these big fundamental themes in life. If I'm going to try and summarize each one, this is about being true to yourself and seeing your own kind of divinity as such, your own light that you're naturally born with. That was nowhere near one word. The Hanged Man is about changing your approach fundamentally, significantly. You know, it's like the thing that's coming to mind, years ago, there's a documentary, I think it was on Netflix, about a guy who said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. He made this documentary about his juicing journey or something like that. And then how he felt much better because he changed his diet. So he went from one lifestyle, you know, like the usual, like cliche couch potato who doesn't exercise and eats McDonald's or whatever. And then he became like this super healthy person and felt much better. And that takes a huge shift in terms of the way you see yourself or the world or the way you're engaging with it, right? To have that kind of major lifestyle change, most people don't do easily because it requires lots of energy and challenging your own beliefs and all these things that we naturally don't do. Okay, that was... Okay, forget the one-word analysis of these cards. The Judgment card is at the end of the major arcana, and it's this moment in life where you're going about your business. I don't know, you know, he's having a bath, he's philosophizing, she's praying, whatever. And an angel appears to you, literally or metaphorically. I've only met one person in my life who said he actually met a literal angel, like in the flesh, so to speak. I've spoken to a lot of people who have kind of met their angel guides or gone on kind of vision quests or feel like they're talking to their angels. A lot of people talk to their guides or have a sense. But yeah, in the flesh, I've only ever had one person. Anyway, then you're going about your business and suddenly this presence appears and it says, wake up to what you're meant to be doing. Don't waste your life or don't go in the wrong direction. Do what your spirit wants for you. And there's also a guarantee that this will be much more enjoyable and the whole process will be sweeter and more liberating, which is so nice actually to say. Just with the pink is the crown chakra, so it's the love of the divine, which is really something you can feel sometimes, especially for me. I mentioned this, I think, a few months ago, but I often see spiritual messages in nature, right? Especially in the clouds and in sunlight and stuff. So it's feeling this presence impose itself on you in a loving way, and it's saying, listen to this sound of my voice, my trumpet, and you'll be able to free your own experience much more with my help. So that's the big thing of this day that then allows you to say, okay, let me drop the nonsense then. If that's the case, if the divine loves me and says this is how I should be living my life, let me do that and pour away all this other nonsense that I thought was important. So whatever things you thought were going to make you happy but haven't. And most people, it's encapsulated in the Seven of Cups. Most people pursue something in order to feel better, whether it's wealth, or security, or power, or influence, or appearance, or money, whatever it is. They're faulty attempts at finding a way of being okay. And these cards are saying that you can get rid of those crutches or those faulty attempts today because you feel the love and you see yourself as you truly are, which is perfectly aligned. I don't know, I have these moments, you know, like I was watching TV yesterday, and there were two people walking in a park, and the park was so lush and beautiful, and the vegetation was growing, the trees looked so alive, you know, and these people were having a conversation walking through the park, and I just thought, wow, like a human being in its natural environment. You know, we talk about like not eating well and like not drinking enough water. It's almost like we forget that we're animals, you know, like we're part of this natural thing, and that we have our own ecosystems. And I don't want to philosophize too much here, you know, I think you know what I'm saying, but it's like if you take a step back from yourself and watch the ecosystem that's happening within you, your physical needs, your spiritual needs, all these things, it's almost like it's all preordained and you're given a very complicated job. So if you're able to kind of see that within yourself and respect the process of just how intricate and unique you are, that in itself then is a pouring away of a lack of perspective. You see your true potential, and that's what lets your light shine in reality or in your own view. First of all, I think your own view is so much more important, because if you see yourself as a star, you're going to go and do star-like things, right? If you don't see that, then you're going to miss the whole journey. So that's what happens. All the blinkers and faulty beliefs about yourself, you can just ditch really easily today, and you can replace it with something that works much more. And the little owl here on the branch, which I'm just noticing, it's saying, yes, you're so wise. If I had hands, I'd applaud you for getting it. Finally, you're dropping all the BS that you thought was going to be amazing, and you're getting back to your roots of how amazing you are. And the Hanged Man is kind of central to this because he's the interpreter today. So when he's this way around, he's doing criminal stuff, which means other people stop him. And then he hears the voice of the angels, right? Usually he has a halo around his head, so he's become enlightened, and he usually feels more secure, or he learns his lesson. In this case, he now understands what he can do to reveal his true self, which incidentally also doesn't commit crime. So he also learns his lesson, but he takes it a step further. So the Judgment card then, I love this version of it. This deck actually, I don't use it enough. Because it's really this, some people are going to be scared of this process of personal revelation. Some people will shield their eyes. Other people can't tolerate it. Some people want it to happen. You know, everyone's different. But if we can align ourselves with her, who's welcoming, or at least willing to let this come in. So, yeah, the basic message is be teachable and be willing to receive messages from your intuition, your angels, your higher self, whichever name you give it. The message may be full on and scary, but today you have the willingness and ability to integrate that, to do something about it, and then to manifest a different you, a different version of yourself. Like the guy who went from, you know, burgers to like juice. I don't even know how healthy juice is, so please don't take that as some like what's it called? I'm not saying his way is right. It's just an example of someone who really made drastic changes. So it's not about the juice or the burgers or whatever. Okay. Right, number-wise, okay, let me pay attention here. We have got 17 and 12, and that's 29. 29 and 20 is 49. Yeah, 49, 32, 49, yeah. Okay. Right. 49, 4 and 9 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. And 4 is structure and security. So yes, he becomes enlightened, but in this deck, he takes it a level further and he's able to apply that intellectual stability and newfound security to upgrade himself to the next level. So you're able to transcend yourself, transcend the existing self as such, and invent the new, which is still new, it's just a different aspect of yourself. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. I combine all three. If you have any questions about your life purpose or the best way forward or what your guides are trying to tell you, if you've got specific questions about moving or finance or family, anything at all, please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share it online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.